clear out of your tattoos, because I even have one spot that's like turning white in a tattoo.
I was gonna say, even if you had vitiligo, I don't know if it affects a tattoo.
Yeah. I don't know. Like, especially one that you already have.
Right. Inquiring minds.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody. Talking about skincare, sunscreen, the importance of.
Yeah. And all the fun things
Brooke.
about getting older.
Oh my god. It's overrated, this getting older shit. Not a fan.
Everything starts getting crazy after you turn 40.
Oh, it really is. Like, as a kid, I was like, whatever. And now that I'm in my 40s, I'm like, that shit's real.
Yeah. Yeah.
That for once wasn't adults bullshitting.
Yeah. Oh, my ridiculous cousin. He's like 23 and he's trying to like help like move furniture or something, and my aunt and uncle sent my grandma an email. They're like, oh, he said he's starting to get the back problems. I'm like, no, he's just lazy.
And he's moving furniture.
Yeah. Like, he doesn't have any actual back problems.
It's hilarious. Hey, Peyton, long time no see. How's it going? Hey, Tracy. So, our Tuesday energy healing. We were both out last week. The pollen, the force was strong with the pollen. We were both down.
Yeah. And it still hasn't quite cleared for us yet.
No, as you can hear.
Yeah, we're both still a little bit off.
Please excuse all the snifflies. But everybody coming in, if you would like or need some energy for just good vibes or specific healing, let us know in the comments. Do this every Tuesday at noon o'clock Eastern Standard Time.
And there's a new moon coming up this weekend. If anyone has any questions about new moon manifestations, preparing for that.
Oh, Brooke would like some energy. I feel like we need to put just a dome of good energy over Brooke's house. Keep all of that Florida shenanigans out. Aggravating things.
That was a large bird.
Yes, Peyton. You should come visit. Say hi. Sneaky, sneaky, Sandy. She's like, send some to Melissa.
Yeah. We just fill the whole room for both of us and to send out to everybody.
I see some new friends joining us on TikTok. Feel free to put your name in the comments if you would like some energy, healing, good vibes. You can be specific if you like, otherwise just drop your name.
Whew.
I'm gonna need you to stop that yawning.
I know, that was like I had like a big burp and a big yawn. I'm like, okay. Getting that throat chakra all nice and cleared out with the
sinus chakra.
Yeah, I know.
The sinus chakra.
Little
Tissue's trying to jump off. Now you have a moon circle coming up, right?
Yeah, Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. If you're local to the area, you can join in person, or you can join on Zoom. We're setting new moon manifestation. We can talk about how the new moon in Gemini, in that aspect. Gemini is kind of about communication. I'm kind of really getting ready too for summer solstice a few days later.
That is coming up sooner than
I know. It's
I
like
realize.
I'm like I thought it was like 2 weeks away, not 1 week away. But I guess I kind of lost a whole week last week. And it is interesting this year, so far this year, the rest of the year, as things are kind of shifting. All of the new moons are kind of towards the end of the astrological season. So, like, we're almost at the end of Gemini and going into Cancer, but the new moon is in Gemini. Typically, you think of like the new moon being at the beginning of the sign, but I believe it's like at like 27 degrees Gemini, so it's like at the end. So this new moon will be kind of working on kind of like the last couple weeks since Gemini season started, kind of where you're at, what you haven't accomplished yet, letting go of any of that old energy so that you can manifest and start new.
Brooke says last week didn't count.
No. I feel like the whole last month for me has been just kind of lost. I didn't realize yesterday. I realized it's already been a month since my dog passed, and then it's already been 2 weeks now since I took the stray cat to the vet and been getting him ready to be introduced to my other 2 cats.
Oh. Sharita on TikTok would like some energy.
So in talking about animals as well, if you would like any energy sent to your animals, pets, any crazy kids that
Kids are enjoying some summer break now.
Yeah.
Thanks for stopping in, Sharita. And all of our lovely friends over on Twitch.
And anytime you're receiving energy, healing, clearing, if you do have like a burp or a yawn or a cough, any tears, muscle twitches, chills, heat and cool sensations, it's all different ways of energy moving and clearing through your body.
Oh, how fun. So we have Lisa and Tracy with us, and they're each with grandchildren. So one's got a grandson, one's got a granddaughter.
Yeah. Little rambunctious.
Thanks for stopping. Well, Lisa's, I know, is a little littler. I don't know if she might be maybe at the point of like starting to turn a little bit.
Yeah.
He's X-Ack needs help. He's like, there's a blowout at work. We need energy for a whole library now. Do the thing, Nanette, he says.
Yeah.
Oh, how funny. Because then on TikTok, Stoney's like, I need an energy boost, like a large double shot. It's so great.
Everybody's needing. Oh my gosh, you know what's so crazy? Got us late our event at the winery on Saturday, doing a bunch of readings, and I occasionally have problems with my elbow, and it just kind of hit me for a second when I moved. And I was fine the whole time doing my readings, and I got home Saturday night and went to stretch or something and had like the craziest nerve pain shoot in my elbow, and
Well, that's not good. Don't do that anymore.
no, it was messing with me. I'm like, I thought my elbow problems were from doing massage, not readings.
Oh, thank you for the follow, Stoney. You know, I think this past week and weekend, and especially depending on where you are in the U.S., if you were dealing with any of the smoke and particles from the fire, like that was taking a lot out for people, especially if you had like asthma and breathing issues.
Yeah.
So,
For some reason, allergies, people that have never had allergies have been having allergy flares.
oh yeah, Lisa says her little one's 6 months old and teething. So, Karen says, hello, Nanette, possibly some crown chakra for creative flow and throat chakra for expressing, there we go, myself clearly.
Okay.
Drink more coffee so I can read properly. Sounds like I'm a whole bucket of issues right now.
Yeah, this new moon, and with it being close to the solstice too, it's like a good time to really turn up those creative flows and things that you may have been wanting to do and haven't done yet. It's a really good time to give that a good push. Anyone with any pain in their right shoulder, release that. I'll give the pyramid a whirl for the crown chakra too.
I felt Brooke just get happy.
Yeah. Yeah. I even have one of my bowls out.
Yeah, Sandy's like, right shoulder pain, check. Left shoulder pain also, check.
Yeah.
Now you mentioned communication in Gemini. Like, how is that different than wanting to work with like the whole Mercury retrograde?
Yeah. Yeah. Mercury retrograde just causes a lot of like chaos and complications with communication. Gemini and communication can kind of just, it's not as intense as like a Mercury retrograde. It can just cause some issues. I kind of like the way I see it is when each person wants to be right. And just trying to see things from each other's perspective and not get into any unnecessary arguments.
So one is more of effectiveness versus just argumentative.
Yeah. And like when you're kind of just like in a line and calling on that energy, you can help it to just like open up the communication.
Now feel free, everybody, if you have questions, either on the type of energy work or anything that we might be talking about, feel free to drop that in comments as well. But new friends coming in, feel free to put your name in if you would like some healing energy, good vibes, just in general. That's okay too. Hey. It's like I like Nanette's noises better than other noisemakers. And Brooke was like, that green bowl hit was amazing.
It's the heart chakra. Yeah, and another thing too, like as we're kind of like clearing out and being done with Gemini, if you're been like really caught up with like overthinking or over analyzing, it can be about like your own internal communication too. Just being able to, if you've been having a harder time like during meditation, like the racing thoughts, that can play a part in it as well.
Now here's a fun question. Your thoughts and the communication of yourself. What if you were somebody with imposter syndrome and you are negative talking yourself?
Yeah.
How do you get better with that besides the generic of cancel clear?
Right, yeah. I like to say crush the ants. So the ants are like automatic negative thoughts. And then like anytime you catch yourself with a negative thought, you can do the cancel clear, but then like train yourself to start going into 3 positive. So every time you catch yourself with a negative thought, turn it into 3 positive thoughts. And that imposter syndrome might be hitting someone because I keep getting a lot of tears in my eyes too. Clear out any negative self-talk.
With the work for yourself too? I can't
Yeah,
say that one.
definitely. The Ho'oponopono. Self-forgiveness is a big part with Ho'oponopono. Kind of like any type of self-forgiveness, especially if you catch yourself in like a regret. Go, I wish I would have done this. I wish I hadn't done that. You can call on the Ho'oponopono. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you.
Hey, E-Room. He just rated in with a party of like 13.
Nice.
Throw E-Room in for some energy there. Hey, Jan. S-Rom, everybody coming in.
13 is not an unlucky number.
It is not. Hey, everybody. Brooke, can you do some shout outs for me, hon? So our new friends coming in with the rage. This is our Tuesday energy healing that we do at noon. And feel free, drop your name or username in the comments if you'd like some good vibes, good energy, or if you need it specifically for, like, say, indigestion, swelling. I can do that as well. Feel free to ask questions as well. And she just get on there. kind of like a prayer, yeah. Energy doesn't know space and time. So it's like if you were doing that prayer, that energy that's generated from that good intention from the prayer and it's sent out, it's the same way. And it just comes over.
Yeah, when I do send energy healing, sound healing, just having that intention that it's allowing the universal life force energy to flow through me, and then I send it out to everyone watching, anytime, any distance, any space, dimension. So then it's just allowing that universal life force energy that's around you to flow through you, to clear what needs to be cleared and heal what needs to be healed. And then as I pick up on collective energy, I might feel different things like the right shoulder that I was picking up on. A lot of times people that kind of come together and end up watching have a kind of like a general energy clearing, like a collective energy, something that everyone's kind of going through or experiencing. Can help with relaxation, clearing stress and tension, headaches.
Let me know if I missed anybody with shout outs, guys, or if you catch them. I know a lot of the friends that came in with their raid are streamers as well. TikTok's still good. We have an in-person request for Ruthie. She's in the hospital, so. Oh, and general stress relief from herbs and stuff. Just the Mass Collective.
You can also receive the energy, just imagining if you're standing under a waterfall of purple and white light, just washing away all that heaviness, stress, tension, washing away, being transmuted. The energy knows exactly where to go for each person. And then, like if you were doing a one-on-one healing session, people that have ongoing, continuing sessions, it's like healing different things at different layers, levels, kind of like peeling back layers of an onion. And sometimes as the healing energy is clearing away something at that surface level, as you work deeper and deeper to get to that core wound, it can become a little bit more emotional. So it's good to keep up with the healing work until you get to that core issue to clear. If I just sent a wave of energy to clear something instantly, your probably body would like explode. So it's got to just work at different levels and layers. Just like I can't go to the gym and lose 20 pounds in a day.
That sucks.
Yeah.
Why didn't my salad work from yesterday?
Right.
Now, I do leave the VOD up, so you can go back and watch. But on the YouTube for the store, Goddess Elite LLC, all of the past ones are available. And some of the past ones we themed for prosperity, working with the ancestors. There's one even for little ones. To help them feel good and maybe even calm down a little bit if needed. They don't have to sit and stare at the screen. Just let it play in the background in a room that they're kind of like playing in. It's good enough. But feel free to go back, watch some old ones. But they do live forever up on YouTube. Twitch only lets them go for like 2 weeks, I think. It's the longest setting that I have currently.
Mm.
Herbs and stuff's like, I lost 180 pounds in a day, the day of my divorce.
Yeah.
Always, there's always like the get married, like, yay, parties. What about the divorce parties?
Right.
What about the party on that side too?
Yeah.
Sometimes that's warranted.
Yeah. Oh, my grandma is all excited. There's a new guy at the nursing home that has the same birthday, except she's 1 year older. So she's 101 and he's 100.
Oh, how fun!
Yeah.
And your grandma's feisty.
Yeah. This new guy, he's kind of acts more like a 100-year-old.
Oh. She's like, you're too old for me.
Yeah.
Your grandma's like the little old lady goals for me to like go raise hell in the home.
Yeah.
Her and Hawaiian grandma, I want them two to get together and be friends and just see what happens. Karen's like, oh my God, I was on a divorce diet myself. Nausea and anxiety, awesome weight loss results. Get rid of the cause.
Yeah.
Now, Nanette has a Twitch channel, Radiant Reiki. So, do you know when you might be going live next?
I don't know. I need to get back on track though.
Yeah, as your moderator, ma'am, when do I need it?
Yeah. I need to get back on track. Maybe Wednesday after yours.
And you know, it's fun because I was mentioning to Eroom, I don't know if he's still on or if he had to run away for work. It's like, we should do a raid train, like start and then we just like schedule out. And,
yeah.
I'm like, and how fun would it be if it ended right back with him? So if we started,
and just
with
kept
him,
and
and then it would go back to him. So
yeah, that would be good.
we need to have a big like powwow planning committee.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh,
who wants to be involved?
I just got a weird stabbing pain in my jaw on the right side after I had a ringing in my ear in the left side. I don't know what's going on. Who's got a weird jaw pain?
Who's got locked up
Yeah.
tonight? Now, when you're live, you do energy clearing, you do readings as well.
Yeah.
So, get a little bit of a double hit.
Yeah. I usually end up doing more readings than healings because everybody wants a reading. So I do like individual readings and then I'll pause for a minute and do a collective energy clearing. A lot of times when I'm doing a live and doing live readings, a lot of same similar energy messages come through in that collective energy. And so then I'll do a clearing that
Now, for our new friends that came in with the raid who never got to experience or know about like your pyramid and your heart chakra bowl, like what do they do besides make noise?
Yeah. So sound healing is similar to energy healing. The sound frequency, the waves of sound, kind of go and help clear that stuck, stagnant energy. Makes it a little bit easier to release. And in the background, have like a sound bath that I did that's playing. So I like to combine the sound healing with energy healing. The new moon and full moon meditation circles, I do a sound bath with energy healing as well. And I feel that everyone has that sensitivity to the energy if they just kind of practice and open up to start sensing and feeling. People that are intuitive or psychic or medium or energy healers, we're not actually like special. We just have tuned in to the vibration. Anyone can do it with practice. Some people it comes easier and it's just there. And some people that have it tune it out and turn it off.
Mm-hmm. But we do this every Tuesday at noon. So if you're into this sort of thing, if you turn on reminders or notifications, you'll get a little reminder for it. Even if you're at work, just turn it down low. Put your earbud in so the boss doesn't get mad at you. It's usually what Herbs and stuff is doing. She's sitting there like low key.
Yeah. That reminds me of the one day, which is bad. But the one day I think you and Emily were live on a Friday afternoon. I was tuned in while I was at work giving a massage.
Yeah, this past Friday that Emily and I did was prosperity.
Yeah.
So I can go back and watch that. I did take the discussion that we did with Zach on ancestors and altars, and it is edited down for a smoother watch, re-uploaded into Twitch, so you can go watch that one, and it's also up on YouTube because a lot of people enjoyed.
Yeah, that was a good one.
That discussion.
That one I joined in on while I was driving.
Yeah, we cut a lot of the beginning out because we were having sound issues.
Oh, yeah.
So it actually starts with your reading.
Oh.
And then goes through. So funny that you say that.
That's funny.
Yes, and he's like, facts. Sneaking well at work.
Yeah.
I think Karen kind of lowball, like, sneaks too.
Yeah.
She's at work. And I know Zach is. He's at the library. That's where he's like, we're having a meltdown.
Yeah.
Save the library. He might be on with us tonight. Hey, Wizards. Now on your YouTube, you actually have sound lists. So if you're a fan of singing bowls and the pyramids, you have what, 2 or 3 playlists available? Like you have 1 or 2 for sleep,
Yeah.
1 for just good energy, good vibes.
Yeah. Some shorter ones, like 10 minutes or so, and then a couple that are an hour.
Kind of like what you hear in the background going.
And then a lot of my video shorts have some sound healing music. I'll combine like the pyramid and the bowls in the background of a energy clearing. And if you're somewhat familiar with Reiki, but used to the style where it's only holding the hands still, that's one form where they're just sending the energy. But then I kind of also intuitively clear heaviness and send. Another class that I have coming up in a couple weeks is about star seeds.
What's a star seed?
Yeah. If you want to learn more about what a star seed is and have a guided meditation to meet your star seed guide. Star seed is higher energy being, higher dimensional being. If you've heard people or heard things about like please, you may have even had a past life in the different star system. If you feel very connected to space and the planets and stars, that cosmic energy.
Do you have the date for that day?
June 24th. Saturday, 6 p.m. that same morning, the 24th at 10 a.m., we're having a sound bath meditation outside in the metro parks.
So if you're local and you like all of the crystally noisemaker things, can join Nanette in person in the Rocky River area by Cedar Point Road and do a morning meditation with some sound therapy, energy work. How many bowls are you going to schlep out to this thing?
Either at least 7, possibly 10.
That's an awful lot of crystal bowls.
Yeah. Yeah.
Looks like you're putting her to yummy sleep. That's why I've started drinking coffee on the back end of this.
Yeah.
So I can get up and go do actual work when we're done.
And then I'll have 2 pyramids, the sound bowls, maybe some chimes.
Coming with a whole one-woman band.
Yeah. I don't have a gong or a rain. I do have a rain stick. I don't have the cloud. Not the. It looks like it's like a drum, but it's like rainstorm kind of a sounding noise. I think we have a small one in the store. I don't know what it's called. Can't think right now.
The metal drums over there? The little metal drums?
No, the one that's like, it has like beads in it. So when you like rock it and move it, it like sounds like it's like a rainstorm.
Oh.
Yeah. Or an ocean drum. Maybe that's what it's called, ocean drum. It sounds like water. I picked it up a couple weeks ago and I thought it was like a drum. I'm like, oh, this is one of those drums.
Running around making noise.
Yeah. It's raining.
Well, I'm glad you did because we finally have rain.
Yeah. At some point on Saturday, while I was gone at the winery, my pond pump that goes into the waterfall for the pond, that's been running for 3 years,
Decided we're done.
somehow decided that the tube that plugs into the waterfall so that the water circulates into the pond came off, and it drained my pond into the neighbor's yard. I'm like, ooh, okay. Sunday morning, I'm like, looked out the window, I'm like, where's all the water?
Not in the pond. I'm sure at first I was like, well, your neighbor probably wasn't that thrilled, but then again, it's been so dry.
Yeah.
They're like, thank you.
Yeah. It was like towards the front yard too, so.
So much shenanigans.
Yeah.
Was that an easy fix though for your tubing?
Yeah.
Good.
Just like literally just had to like slide it back on. I have no idea how it's like probably a good 2 inches of tubing onto this spout thing that sticks out the back of the waterfall. So it almost like someone had to come take it off. It couldn't have just fallen off. So I have no idea what happened.
Do you have fish in the pond or no?
No,
Okay.
I initially was going to. It's a 2-foot deep pond, and wanted koi fish, but my stepson didn't quite read right.
Oh no.
In I guess maybe because he's from Louisiana, you only have to have a 2-foot pond, but in areas where it freezes for the winter, it has to be 3 foot deep, so that the water is deep enough to where when the top layer freezes.
Mhm.
So yeah, we don't have a deep enough pond.
Oh.
Yeah. I guess it's interesting though, that when it's a deep enough pond and that top layer freezes and the water's, even though it's cold, the fish just kind of like go into like a slow mode hibernation where they don't really eat during the winter. And then they just come back to life in the spring.
I need to be in a slow mode, don't eat a whole lot.
Yeah. I'm like, that's a really interesting.
Mother Nature's amazing.
Yeah.
What she does. We're getting close to our hour. So if we have any last minute requests, we can go ahead and do those before we have to get ready for your regular client people coming in, and I have to go pretend to work.
Yeah. I have a lot that I want to try and get done this week before the new moon.
So if somebody wanted to join New Moon, even on Zoom, because it is available in person on Zoom, like what should they expect to happen during these moon circles?
At the beginning, we kind of just talk about like what a little bit with what phase the moon is in, because the new moon and full moon have different intentions, and then the astrology aspect of what's going on. Just having people like journaling or setting intentions of what they're wanting to let go of or what they're wanting to manifest. Having those intentions brought about, and then having some Reiki, sound bath meditation. Some people like to do automatic writing and journaling during the meditation and sound bath. Some people just like to be quiet and lay on the yoga mat and just receive. So it can be the intention, again, like the energy knows for each person what they need. And so even with each person having a different intention, they're all receiving what they need to. And then at the end of the meditation and sound bath, some people like to share, so we go around and see who wants to share what they experienced, or if anyone has any questions from anything that came up. So have a nice little chat to get everybody back to being awake and functioning.
Before having to drive.
Yeah. So whether you get to come in person or on Zoom, the energy, the sound, your intentions, all of it is exactly what you'll need for this one being the new moon manifestation. And if you're local to the area, the summer solstice Wednesday, the 21st, there's going to be an event happening in Oberlin. And there I'll be doing sound healing, energy healing. There's going to be, I'll have a sound bath. There's going to be a drum circle, a bonfire. There's going to be like vendors and readers and all kinds of fun stuff.
Brooke just redeemed hydrate. To drink something.
Yeah.
Oh my God, Brooke, tell me how to live my life.
Yeah. Is Brooke coming up to Cleveland for summer solstice?
I might have to go kidnap her out of Florida.
Yeah.
I was already getting guilted by, I don't think he meant to, and maybe it was just more me because that was my teacher. Next week is like our shaman retreat.
Oh.
And he's like, yeah, let's touch base after we get back because, next week is the retreat. I'm like, yeah, but
Oops.
I'm not going on.
That like week-long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, dude, I just got so much going on. I can't
Yeah.
be away right now. She's like, I redeemed it to remind myself even, right? Yeah, I think it's a good reminder across the board.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for joining, everybody. This is what we do Tuesdays. And sometimes when we have more requests, like there's less talking, more energy, but we also don't want it to be boring unless you're like, shh,
Yeah.
I like just the quiet energy. And then we do that too, so.
Yeah. The energy's flowing whether I'm talking or just quiet. Or you can put us on mute and just receive the energy.
Like, oh my God, do they ever shut up? And then tomorrow morning at 10 is the Ghost Chat with Marianne Winkowski. The TV show The Ghost Whisperer was based off of her. And so we chat and answer questions about anything from the show, earthbound spirits, anything in that paranormal realm. The episodes of the podcast of the same name, When Ghosts Speak, go out every Wednesday as well. I have that set to hit at like 4 a.m. So it's ready to go no matter what time you're getting up for work or school, summer school. And you can chat about the episode if you listen to it and whether or not you liked it and any questions about that. And then in the evening, the continuation on of Woo Woo Wednesday. And that's where we're kind of like no holds barred between card readings, just general discussions. Like last week went from like kind of ancestor readings into ancestor discussion. So anything can happen Wednesday evenings. We are, I think everybody else is too. I enjoyed looking in the background and listening to y'all while I work. Well, thanks, Chris. So Wednesday evenings at 7 Eastern Standard Time is where it's kind of like an open forum between, we'll do requests for readings, we'll discuss whatever pops up in questions. And then we try, it's almost become this friendly little war back and forth between E-Room and myself of who can rate who at the end. So yeah, Wednesday is our big streaming day where we're on for quite a few hours during the day, but we do this Tuesday, noon Eastern Standard Time for roughly an hour, just depending. Thanks, Brooke, dropping links for the podcast. The episodes on the podcast are anywhere from like 22 to 35 minutes long. They're not overly long because we don't want to bore you, but we want a good fun story. And each one of these is, I call them like Marianne Adventure. These are real things that she has dealt with, came in contact with in going in and clearing people's houses or their businesses. I believe the one that's getting ready to hit tomorrow, just a little hint, involves a father and the issues he's having in the house. A family member he didn't know he had. And this is one of the first ones that we had where it's a tough call by what's going on, right? Because on one half you feel bad for the dad, and the other half you feel bad for the son. But at the same time you're like, then why are you doing that?
Yeah.
And I don't want to give too much away because there's a part of it that I'm like, that's a relative. Why are you? And it's not just like, oh, hiding the coffee cup. Like, yeah, there's some questionable things going on.
Oh, wow.
So that episode hits tomorrow, and then there will be a 2-parter, like true crime mystery solving,
Ooh,
starting next week.
Goosebumps.
And just a fun thing, like I was talking with Marianne, I'm like, I feel like we should put this out, right? Because she talks about Officer Glenn in a couple of like other little episodes where, you know, she's had to call the cops out for something. And I'm like, is this really the same cop over and over again? And she's like, no, I just named them all Glenn.
Yeah.
And I'm like, well, we need to let them know that you don't have like this sidekick cop. So
That would be fun.
all cops are Glenn,
Yeah.
and all nuns are Sister Mary Altercloth, which just, I love that. So it's not always the same nun. It is not always the same cop.
That would be kind of like, it makes me think of Supernatural, like Jodie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, you have your own special little cop that helps
Right.
you on your ghost hunts.
Yeah, like you need one. I'm surprised there isn't a retired guy that's like, I'll just do it,
Yeah.
you know. And we did like try to find the gentleman who was in that upcoming 2-parter because of what happened.
Yeah.
And then what he ended up doing at the end to help give some closure for the young lady that was murdered.
Cool.
To see if we could get him to come on,
Yeah.
at least during a Wednesday live, and like just talk, because it was very sweet what he ended up doing.
Yeah.
But Miriam's like, he moved and like retired, and so like she's been trying to do the whole like who else might know this person and do like the 6 degrees of separation trying to find him.
Yeah.
So far we haven't yet. But I think it was last Wednesday's live, like she finally admitted that Kenny Lofton, the baseball player, like he's kind of into this, and he's ran away from a ghost in a basement. And I've been trying like hell. I'm like, we've got to talk him into coming on.
Yeah.
And she's like, he won't do it. I'm like, he's not even playing professionally anymore. You're like, who cares?
Like 30 years ago.
Yeah. And I'm like,
20.
never mind that he was kind of like my favorite player when he was on our team. I'm like, so that's my selfish reason why I want to come on. But he will not do it. But she went ahead and like gave that whole story out.
Oh, wow.
And she knows like who was his cleaning lady. And so I'm like, well, if we get her in on it too, I'm like, we can wear him down.
Yeah.
But yeah, Rick, that was a good one. And we do record those right after the Wednesday lives. So thank you. Dropping roses for the good vibes. Thank you. So we do our Wednesday live from 10 to 11, and then we'll take like a 15-20 minute break, and then we'll restart the stream on Twitch only for those recordings. So you get to hear the episode in all of the shenanigans and the side talks and the goofing off before I have to go edit all of that out for the episode release. So if you're into paranormally stuff, that's usually like 11:15, 11:20 to a little after noon by the time we're done goofing off and getting the recording done. And sometimes Marianne needs help figuring out a title. So we take title suggestions as well.
That's fun.
Yeah. Well, thank you for joining, everybody. I think, it's 1 o'clock on the dot. Did you have a 1 o'clock? We need to get going in case you have 1 o'clock for schedule.
I think tomorrow I have a 1 o'clock.
Like right away at the beginning of the day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think I have one today at 1.
But yeah, if you guys had fun and you like this sort of thing, like I said, every Tuesday at noon Eastern Standard Time we do this. Help send some good energy and good vibes out to get the rest of your week started and going.
Yeah.
But thank you everybody for joining in, and we hope that we can visit with you guys next week. We'll see you guys later.
Bye.